Alright, you're back here with Paul with the music in the background on the party channel. I want to tell you about snapping and cutting. First of all, when you draw your lines here, you see that they're going to be actually snapping. Let me get back to what I need to be, which is bars and beats. And the degree to which they snap to is largely going to depend on the regional amount you have it snapping to. What I'm trying to say is this. See where it says snapping? Right now it snaps either to ruler, which means, hey you, only snap to the big numbers. Don't give me the white line until I see the big numbers, because I don't want to go really, really small on my little segments. Or you could right click and you can say, hey, snap me to the ruler, which means let me get really, really small. I need small little white lines for little segments. Well, why in the world would you ever want to do that? As we listen to another one bites the dust in the background on a Time Warner Party channel. Well, let's take a look at this. I got a little section. Starts 17, it repeats on 17, right? Let me zoom in a little bit more. I'm going to use my scroll wheel on this little bar to scroll in. You see, I got just like a beat right there. Listen. Well, what if I just want to repeat that little part over and over again until I just go crazy? Well, let me just do something. First, let me get right on that line. You can do it a couple of ways. You can just snap on if you want to. And then you can either get your scissors or you could right click and you could split that part off. See, now this part is split off and I can move that anywhere I want to. Well, what if I want to do this? What if I want to copy that? I'm going to get my move copy tool. Just copy references of them. I don't want to like repeat. Oh, I want to repeat it, but I don't want to make brand new copies of it. Well, that's kind of cool. What about this little snare drum? Isn't there a snare in there somewhere? Yeah, there is. Okay, so I could even take that little snare drum, go back to my little pointer, and maybe I could split that part off right there. And then I could move copy that out too. Yikes, let me get my move copy tool. And then I could copy that out. There's a reference. Matter of fact, I could just drop this right here. Let me get my beat again. That's the kick drum. I don't know what this is going to sound like, but we're going to find out together. So I'll back it up a little bit. Let me scroll out. Just so you see what I have here. I got kind of like a lot of little beats right there. So while it's playing, it's going to go into something kind of crazy. And again, I didn't say that was going to sound nice, but I did say that it was something. Let me just stretch this thing back out. I'll stretch the bass across that too so you can hear how that sounds with it while it's going on in the middle of that whole shebang, so to say. Okay, so you get the idea. So those are little small parts. You can zoom in as close as you want and get as tiny a little spot as you want to. The more you zoom in, then snapping to the ruler is going to be really, really small. Anyway, you always want to keep the other snaps on when you're working on music. That's what makes all that stuff locked together. Alright, far out.